Alright, I was noticing while I was editing that I didn't actually show you how the wiring was routed. You can see that it's plugged up here. I believe in one of the videos you can actually see, you can see where that goes. Look all the way in the back. Put a little arrow there. See where that goes underneath the center console. So I just ran my power wires and the switches underneath, under here, and then I sent the switches up. I sent them up underneath into the dash, so I could go to. They actually had to go kind of up. No. They had to go up there and in the back. I was able to hook them up so I could route them for that. And then I sent the power wires from the front and then up through the right side. And I have some holes drilled for wiring to pass through the firewall. Let me see if I can show them to you. I had to add some links. It's kind of hard to see, but look at a magnet source. Anyway, these wires up here, those are the ones I made connections to. I sent them out the hole that I made for the access for the wires and everything, and they just loop around and those go to the battery. So it's a real simple setup. Not much to it. Let's see where in the back there I passed. I don't think it's in the back. There's the front. But anyway, I routed my wiring around back in here. It was pretty easy. Nothing special. I went ahead and added the air compressor. The ARB air compressor. I mounted it. I'll show you where I mounted it, and I'll show you where I routed the wiring. The only thing on this one I didn't put the wiring to the ignition or the lights or anything like that, or to get the lights for the switches. I can't remember how that works. I can't remember if the lights turn on or not. All right, while I was installing my SP9100, I decided, even though I had I believe the pigtail harness, whatever you want. Oh, gosh darn it! All right, I'm back. I just dropped my switch panel. Okay. While I was setting up the SP9100, getting some of the switches laid out, figuring out what all I wanted to install, I decided not to include the ARB compressor, the front locker or the rear locker in my switches, at least not at the moment. What I decided was, what I figured out was that even with the what do you call it, pigtail, or the other, not bracket, the ARB connectors that go with the Switch Pro, that I still had to use the ARB relay, and I still had to use the ARB fuse. Because of that, to use up use up 3 switches for these, where I still have to use, well, in this case I have to use this relay, and fuse. I really decided, well, why not just keep this as a rocker, since to me, one of the reasons I went from the relays to the MOSFET was the fact that just trying to get away from relays because of the failures of the mechanical type switches. Not that they're they happen a lot, but it's just something that, you know, while you're playing, I mean, why do you install an R2.8, you know, in a perfectly good Jeep? So we're gonna go through and see if this guy will turn on. Can you see it? That's where I put my Okay, well, those are hooked up, but that's not turning on. I kind of thought it would, even though I don't have. Anyway, well, I'll have to worry about that later. And also, maybe the ignition has to be on. I don't know. I haven't wired all that stuff up yet, but maybe with the, I guess maybe with those relays, I have to have the I have to have some sort of power source to get those to turn on. I don't know, and it's really not what I'm worried about right now. Yeah, I've got those wires hanging here somewhere, as a bunch of other wires are also hanging there. So at least make sure the Jeep fires back up, even though I've got all kinds of crap here. And the dash is still torn apart. I don't know what's gonna go on with this guy and why it's not turning on. So you can see it's kind of mounted under there. I quick connect to there. I think I already showed this in another thing of videos. I think I have all the wires. I didn't hook up the solenoid, or the whatever you call stuff for the solenoids I've got going for the solenoids and relays, whatever you want to call it, to the, oh hell, I may not have plugged in the relay. Heck, I don't even know if I've got. So I don't know what's going on with that. All right, I wired my ARB switch to the black and white. Actually, to here, SP9100, which goes in the ignition wire that goes into the whatever. You get it. It basically is in the black and white connector of my ignition. And then I also tapped into my headlights. So the headlights give, when I turn on my lights here, it gives backlighting to my switches. So that's great. So anyway, that works. I did test it earlier and it leaks like a sieve. But I don't know if maybe it's a solenoid that's leaking or what exactly is leaking. So I'm gonna turn it on real quick, let you guys see. And then I will probably be pulling up the seat. I'm thinking about changing up my mount for where I put my air compressor, and maybe doing rib nuts, which I probably should have done in the first place. I don't know why I didn't do that. Whatever. All right, I'm gonna go through the wait to start, make sure it's in neutral. I don't want to screw up more in my garage. Okay. Yeah, that's it. We've got to put my dash back together. It makes a lot of noise. Okay, see. Headlights are not on. I now have switches. These don't work because they're not hooked up. It does, but it's leaking. Okay. Sorry, the battery fell out of the GoPro. Let's have the door off. It's leaking at the solenoid. I'm not exactly sure why. If it's because it's not hooked up or what. I'm gonna pop the seat out. I may change the location of the air compressor, but I may not because I'm kind of lazy. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm not. I'm gonna see what's going on and see if I can get that to stop. If not, I might have to plug the air compressor back up until I can actually hook up the lines for the air lockers. So that's where we're at now. All right, got the seat out. I am gonna go and start it. Definitely gotta make sure I'm in neutral now. Okay. Let's see where we're leaking. All right, trouble with the GoPro. Battery keeps coming out. I don't have the side door on it because I was trying to plug it in for some other like time-lapse stuff. Anyway, I've got this thing where it's airtight now. The only issue is that this solenoid one is not engaging. Not really sure why that is. I mean, there's no real reason it needs to, but or switch. Oh, that's why. Never mind. I forgot how I had it I had these switches set up. All right, never mind, it works. So everything's working, it's not leaking. I'm gonna go ahead and add my second solenoid, and that'll be it for right now. And I guess I can get my seat back in. Oh, I was going to take these bolts out, put in some oh, what are those called, rivet nuts. I'm not going to right now after playing around with this and taking a while to figure out the leaks, which I'm just bad at for whatever reason. I've decided I'm not going to mess with it right now. I'm gonna get the seat back in here, get the Jeep button back up, and then run around. And then actually, you know what, I'm not even going to install the second solenoid. There's really no real reason for me to do that. So yeah, the reason I'm not going to do that is because I've got to take the seat back out to reroute and put all the plugs and stuff in. So this is going to be good enough, and I'm going to leave this. If I really feel like moving it, then I'll move this guy out of the way or something like that. But that's it for right now. Okay, decided I'd show you the finished product with the seat in with the ARB air compressor. There it is down there. It's installed. Let's see. See, headlights turn on. Turns on. It's not leaking. Got air, so pretty standard stuff.